Happy Friday the 13th to all my Clemson Tiger fans, Pittsburgh Steelers fans, East Carolina Pirates, historically black college football fans, and Fayetteville State Broncos pride. How y'all doing out there? All right, we a couple of weeks away from signing day. Also, the college football playoff, December 28th. Ooh, excuse me. I got a question for all my Clemson Tiger fans. Is Kevin Henry, Xavier Thomas, and Justin Maskew, did they have a disappointing year in y'all opinion? Kevin Henry only had 2 sacks. Xavier Thomas only had 2 sacks. Maskew, I think he didn't have any sacks this year. Rudolph, Mason Rudolph brother, Logan Rudolph, had 1 sack. You know, and Xavier Thomas and Kevin Henry, you know, touted this year as when they came out of high school last year, they were said to be, I think Xavier Thomas was number 3 in the country and Kevin Henry was number 10. They didn't live up to expectations this year, in my opinion. Don't get me wrong. You never know who these guys competed against in high school, what type of camps they went to get that high ranking. Xavier Thomas had a good year last year, in my opinion. I know he had a concussion this year, so he didn't play a lot in the middle of the year. I think he missed 2 or 3 games. Henry, he didn't start the year off starting. I think he rotated with Logan Mason. Logan Rudolph to start the season. And another reason why they might not have had a good year, Clemson look like they're playing a lot of 3-3-5 sets. So that means defenses, that means that the defensive ends might have been over the guard or center that really want rushing from the outside. Maybe that's why they didn't have a great season. But, you know, you look at who's coming in next year. Murphy, I can't remember the kid out of Maryland. So maybe the defensive line would go back to being the focus and not a lot of 3 or 4 safeties on the field with 2 corners and 2 linebackers or 3 linebackers, whatever you count as Isaiah Thomas. But I just wondering, do y'all think that Isaiah Simmons, I'm sorry, do you think they had a bad year? You know, Tyler Davis did his thing. He had 4.5 sacks this year. Justin Foster, he had 3 sacks. I'm just asking, you know, because, you know, Xavier Thomas, you know, everybody was on him coming out. So I just wondered, do y'all think that it was a disappointing Xavier Thomas and Kevin Henry this year in Maskew? Because, you know, they were building on Maskew, like, you know, he got red-shirted, building up some muscle. He was fast off the snap. So I just wondered, did they have a disappointing season this year? And I know Farrell, he didn't come off the box like a beast when he first started either. So, you know, maybe it takes a little bit of time for these guys to get started. They're only freshmen, redshirt freshmen, and a sophomore. I'm just saying, do y'all think they were disappointing? Because Austin Bryant, when Dobbs and Shaq Lawson was there, You know, he was alone those guys that were supposed to come and take over for them. He had a pretty good career. I think he had 8 sacks last year. So I'm just wondering, what do y'all think about Isaiah Thomas and KJ Henry this year? All right.